kind of going to be the forgotten character, but I think people have really taken to Clarinetta, and I think the character design has a lot of people really like Clarinetta as a character. I've been seeing lots of art, which has been a lot of fun. A lot of very talented artists.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're about to get started here. No one in the ChauntDOR chat seemed interested in Susan. That's very interesting. I saw that there was a whole... We just announced the poll. Oh, I think we're going. Yep. All right. Underway. See a little bit of a stream delay, I think. Becky, are you starting? Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh, the reset? Get the bomb back for Tuff?
Yeah, not interested. Now, those spike balls are extremely deadly right now, so don't dig them if you're ChauntDOR. One thing I am going to be interested in seeing is how many non-single beat enemies get picked up. Now, Crow, you have a long history of playing this character. Because you really... Do you want to talk about your struggle a little bit? Just how that went?
Struggle is a word. I mean, it took me about 20 hours to get it clear with ChauntDOR, I think. First one. And, of course, I had the infamous Mind Death. No, you don't have a clip. There's no clip. I don't know what you're talking about. Propaganda and lies. So I had a really nice run on 4-3 that died because I killed a Mimic chest and became the Mimic. And then about 15 seconds later, I stopped being the Mimic chest and picked up the Boots of Pain that I dropped. And that was the end of that run.
Yeah, they actually have fixed that. So thanks to you for that.
Oh, nice. I fixed two things.
Yeah. What was the other thing you fixed?
I think I was doing Cadence, and in Zone 3, Diagonal Slime hit a teleport trap and just popped into existence one beat before it attacked my square.
Yeah, that got changed. Yeah, I remember that. That's a good clip, too. All right, so right now in our run here, we've got Geki, who's doing a little bit more of some hot swaps between sort of more of the little mobs, and Tuff is rolling with the big dragon. Now, one of the nice things about the big dragon, I've been playing a lot of ChauntDOR, is I don't think... Oh, no, he healed, so that's good, because he can actually stomp the throne. So people forget that dragons and nightmares can actually break, like, shop walls. So you can run up and just crack the throne open like that. You don't even need a bomb. So there it is. And they also just recently changed... the fact that you can oh my god, I totally forgot what I was Oh, the weapons do the damage of the guy you're playing as, which was a huge change, and it actually made people want to use weapons, because before then people were mostly just using the enemy's like basic attack, but now now you actually do the damage. So the dragon is going to do like a ton of damage with that blood axe. Oh, and we got a bit of a death there. Not terribly surprising that we're going to see a bunch of deaths. I think that was 2-1. Let me pull up the replay here. And yeah, just jumped into a skeleton after losing. Oh, now got to... That's fun. Tuff got to use the fireball on the fireball shrine.
I can get all the fireballs.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, can they not pick up magic because of the dragon?
I thought you could, but maybe not. Oh, there's the clip. Now, one of the downsides of the mini bosses is you can't take trapdoors because they're considered giant. So we saw Tuff standing as a minotaur on a trapdoor earlier. It didn't really work out. Now Geki is using the Shrine of Feast. This is, I think, the first time I've really seen that shrine used. It's pretty hard to use because I think you have to eat 2 food next to it.
Correct. That's what my understanding was.
And it's kind of hard to do that unless you get cookies.
The weapon damage change is interesting. I mean, I liked picking up a range one because you could only use a weapon if you didn't have an attack every turn anyways.
Right.
Like if you weren't a 1-beat attack character. So I liked having a range weapon so I could just, mitigate the offbeats kind of like Mary does. Yeah, so that when I watched you play a ton of this character, what I saw was, yeah, you were in full survival mode, which makes total sense. So yeah, picking up something with range that's a lot safer because you're going to have those downbeats where you don't want enemies near you, so you just kind of keep everything away. I think that was pretty smart. But now when it comes to going fast... Oh, there's an urn there. I think we can open that.
Yeah, there it is. Oh my goodness. Look at all those goodies. But, oh, this dragon is so dead because of those goblins stack. And actually, armor works. So that's worth picking up as well. We're not going to take the dash spell. But yeah, so when it comes to going fast, what I have found is you actually don't want a lot of snag on your weapons, but because your weapon damage is tied to how much damage your possession will do, weapons that are like Dagger Splash, the things that were introduced in the Amplified DLC, is kind of what you're looking for. So stuff like a staff or a harp, really strong, because you're not gonna snag on things, yeah, but you will still have that like attack splash.
Yeah, I saw your PB with this character where you were doing a lot of dagger throws.
Oh, it's so good. That's true.
It's just like the race is a row, so maybe Trident also could be like really fun, where it's just like in Zone 4, you would clear out the entire boss room in a single throw.
Yeah, it's so good. And yeah, having throwables is also a really good pickup. So even getting like a glass weapon, and if it breaks and it's a glass shard, that's pretty good because yeah, you can throw it and you still have your innate attack. So you have like a built-in holster that you don't even have to swap to. So it's also, yeah, a really good thing. There's a lot of like little things with this character.
Yeah, that was one of the other challenges with the character. Well, it's twofold. One is particularly if you're not just doing shopkeepers. Yeah. Shopkeepers can move every beat, attack every beat, deal tons of damage, move diagonally, attack diagonally.
They just can't use items.
Yeah, they just
That's
can't
the
use items.
One downside, but all the other upsides are way better. So
yeah. But the constantly changing characters, so every time you drop from one character to another, it's like, all right, does my weapon work? How much damage am I now dealing?
Yeah.
And
no, tough. Oh my god, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt there. That was quite the situation. So was the white, but doesn't have any vision. So basically just killed the warlock and immediately got smashed by a ogre. It was bad.
But the other thing is as ChauntDOR, if you're not like possessing something, you're just in danger because all the armor, potions, all that stuff gets like glass armor and whatnot, all those like safety devices you have on like a character like Arya, you're just gonna burn through it when you're possessing of another character. So you're always just like one hit away from death.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this character, it can go from like 60 to 0 in a second, essentially. Yeah. So, what I'm seeing here, which is interesting, is slow play procedures for tough. But the problem with slow play is that your timer is going to be running out. So probably the Blade Master. Well, there it goes. But probably the Blade Master is the safest character in this zone, and I think Harpies might be the fastest because you can really scoot and you can move diagonal. But Blade Masters are very
definitely
safe.
Quick. It's like Super Dorian.
Harpies are. Well, it's like, is it 3? You go 3 tiles, so it's like mega leaping. Oh, Geki going down, but this time in zone 3, so a little bit further of a flag plant. But of course, Tough is already ahead there. And we are going to be doing 15-minute flag plants on these races. Yes, they changed the potion, so now it will. I love the floating.
I hate this.
That's the wrong one. Where is it?
I hate this.
There it is. Floating over to kill Korif. Very nice. I've actually found that axes aren't that good of a weapon, but they seem to be doing pretty good work here. I think partly because of the ability to heal with the blood axe. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. And another thing that's about this character is Zone 5 is harder than you'd expect it because you cannot interact with the conduit itself.
Yeah, there's no way to. Oh, very nice pulse there. I think Tough was dead if they didn't pulse, so well done.
He's good. I was curious if people would be picking up the metronome, and the metronome has the ability where whenever they're hit, it teleports all the way back to the exit. So you could possess the metronome, get hit, and then that would take you to the exit, and then next floor do the same thing and immediately go to the exit.
I think they changed that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think. Fun. Yeah, it's kind of fun, but a little busted. But now, I think it brings you back to the start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fun not allowed.
Yeah.
Only tears.
It's very... Oh, Electro Monkey. How does that interact? I think you probably, like most monkeys, you grab onto something. And then you shock everything around. Oh, that's happening. Okay. And of course, the orcs are super awkward. Zone 5 in and of itself is quite a wall with this. Specifically because the zone was built around having... the eggs are probably the best. They're the fastest, but they also... It's just so easy to get swarmed. Very nice. Tuff is on to the boss. Thanks Tic Tac for the
characters.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna thanking Tic Tac here for the raid. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on over. Hope you had a nice stream. And there it is. GG.
GG.
So a 10-minute run. Not too bad. I assume we'll see a little bit faster than that, but it felt like Tuff had to slow down a little bit there just to make sure he didn't die.
That was the other struggle I had with the Zone 5. One was the lack of a conduit, and 2 was really like a lack of strong candidates to like become or possess outside of the bosses.
Yeah, there's really not... Yeah, the eggs are pretty good, but if you're going to be moving diagonals, you're going to get really swarmed. And there's no real way to deal with those swarms unless you've got some items for it. And if you're the egg, you can't use your spells because you're moving diagonals. So, it gets a little tricky.
I think if you're an orc, you actually can't kill an orc because of how you have to turn.
Oh, I didn't consider that.
So by the time you turn to line up with them, I guess you have to like drop beats and like wait for them to walk past you.
Yeah, unless it like perfectly lines up where they're just like... No, I think they'd turn to you by that time. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, Chanter Axe being snaggy is definitely a problem. We'll see if we get some dagger splash weapons. Even just a dagger, like a jewel dagger. Just add 5 damage to whatever you're... Or 4 damage, I guess, to whatever you're attacking with. Pretty good.
I also like that like fair and balanced characters are some of the best to take because they're just move every turn and then they also deal decent damage, so...
Yeah, especially the green one. The green one does more damage than all the other ones for some reason. I don't know why that's in the game. All the other ones are half a heart. That one's a full heart. But the good thing about the green ones is they go through the walls.
Oh yeah, phasing's pretty good.
Yeah, and like... Yeah, I guess like the diagonal characters, of course, are good because you go fast, but you can't use any of your spells. But if you have the green ones, they don't go diagonal, so you can go through the walls and use your spells. Pretty good. And another thing I've noticed with this character is... Oh, that's a good shot. Although you probably don't want the Nazar charm. That's actually actively bad.
Yeah, that's what we were kind of talking about. Yeah. Nazar gets rid of like one of the best things that you can be.
Yeah, exactly. All right, looks like Tuff is actually farming up this. We're trying to. Oh, what? I don't know what just happened there. Let's get that replay. Okay. I guess him dying there counted? I don't even know. Somehow he sacrificed himself, which is great.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they got over the bounce trap there because it was pointed up and they lost their head and then there didn't seem to there was anything behind them and they still skipped over it.
Yeah, there was something exceptionally confusing about that. One thing I really like also about the zombies is they don't dig walls. They're like one of the few enemies that can't dig, so you just kind of get stuck with them sometimes. I didn't expect that until it happened the first time. Oh, we got a leaping dragon. Holy leaping lizards. Oh, that's awesome. Looks like Tuff's going to be trying to take this Minotaur here. Minotaurs, of course, can dig tier 2 walls. Tier 3 if you're dashing, but you can't choose when to dash. You only dash when you're aggroed. So that's kind of hard to handle. I was trying to figure out how to do that with Conga, but you really can't. So. Oh no, Tuff there just dashed into that dirt golem, which of course does a ton of damage. And went down there. Oh, now that's interesting.
But yeah, like weapon. Well, you said that their weapon is now based on what they do, but there's like double damage, or you take double damage when you become an enemy. Like that's not...
Yeah, the heart thing is a little bit confusing. So like we can see that the skeleton on Tuff's side is doing blood damage, which only you get normally at half a heart, but that's because the skeleton is technically half a heart. So it's just kind of, yeah, it's confusing. Enemy hearts are, each heart is 1/2 of a heart. I think there's a proposed change to make that a little more clear. Ooh, Geki going down there in 2-2. Let's get the replay on that. Oh, is that a leaping Minotaur? Oh, it was. Oh, wait, what? Oh, leaping. Oh. Oh, that was a brutal death. There was a couple like single moves in there, so it might have been that Geki forgot about leaping. Yeah, that's a rough one there, Moira. It's how it works, though. That's definitely consistent, but man.
Yeah. Like I said, just that. There's so much information. Like I was just always overwhelmed trying to like figure out what I was doing when I was a specific character. And sometimes I forgot and got it wrong.
Yeah, this is like, it's not know your build, it's just know your character, but like, that's so critical. And it's so hard to keep track of everything. And especially I find in zone 4 and 5 when I'm just like swapping constantly. Like, I don't know what I am most of the time. Oh, we're swapping over to the Grey Goblin. That's a pretty strong character. One you can take into zone 4 for a bit. The other neat thing is most of the bosses have a lot of mobs. So for instance, Fortissimo here, you could spend a little bit of time wiping out the mosh pit just to get your counter up high. Because of course, Tuff's about to take a damage here and now only has 1 heart. And yeah, I think, yeah, there goes all those items. So now needs to find something new. Black bats aren't bad. You can see how you can just kind of mash through those rooms. Because when you take damage, you just lose your possession. And you can immediately possess something else. Oh boy. What was that? Did you see that visual? Where like...
There's like a blur trail?
Yeah, what was that? It was interesting.
I do like the,
I think this flail with all these Blade Masters might be a problem. Oh, no. Okay, it wasn't a problem because of the Blade Master's inherent parry attack.
Your own parry. Yeah.
And enemies not being susceptible to floor hazards can be really handy.
That does make Zone 3 way less terrifying because every time you go into it, you're like, oh no, I'm good. I don't have to worry about the ice. I don't have to worry about the coals.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple times where they interact with various things, but for the most part they don't. Like the hot coals and ice can turn into water and then you could like forget and yeah. Oops. Okay, bombing himself, I think? I'm not actually sure what happened there. But a nice free spell usage. I think he got grenades out of that, which is pretty good actually. Could throw one here to make this exit a lot faster. Yeah, immediate grenades, exactly. Flail is pretty good, but it's not fast because it's so snaggy. And when you're moving as a character that uses a flail, that means you're moving at least every 2 beats. It takes so long to go anywhere. Safe though. Yeah, I'm with you, Crate. Alright, there is a white there, but I feel like keeping the Blade Master is probably the right call.
They don't have up in health. They make up in defense. Just the Omni parry is incredibly strong.
So strong. Absolutely. Yeah, whereas if you pick a white, like, you're good, but everything goes sideways really fast. Oh, the piercing. I forgot how good piercing is. It's so good with this character. You just evaporate all the enemies, and then you can, like, you don't have to worry about shielded stuff. Oh, no! Oh. Use the freeze too late. Oh, no. Brutal. Is that 4-3? Yeah, it's Black Lich coming out of the thing. So, yeah, that is 4-3. So, the flag plan is currently 4-3. If Geki can pass 4-3, Geki has a shot here because we're only running 15-minute flag plans. So, we'll see. Oh no, 3-2 death there for Geki. So bit of a restart here. That's unfortunate.
We really haven't seen the where like you're kind of stuck with a bunch of like low health enemies and you kill one and then get hit in the swarm and then you're just almost changing character every 2 to 3 beats.
Yeah,
it's like my quote unquote favorite moment of playing ChauntDOR. That sheer panic of not having any idea what character you are at any moment.
I agree. Yeah, I feel like that's how I feel Zone 4 goes for me usually. Where exactly I'm doing that, where I'm just like jumping in and out of playing like hide and go seek with the monsters, jumping in and out of different hiding spots, which are other monsters' skin. A little bit weird, but you know, it's fine. I'm trying to figure out how that shopkeeper kill went, because it felt like that shield took a lot more than just 3 hits with the shopkeeper. I'm not sure if anyone else was paying close attention to that, but I don't know. It was weird. All right, we've got a leaping Minotaur here. Never mind, leaping dragon with with an axe, excuse me. It looks like Geki also took the leaping, so we're gonna see if Geki can get that flag plant, or if Tuff's gonna take it, or maybe someone will clear. This is an awkward Coral Rift fight. You can turn off the boots. This isn't Dorian ChauntDOR. All right, there we go. Very nice, flawless from Tuff. All right, Tome of Fire. And it looks like Geki is opting to leave these boots off for now.
They have, what, 6 minutes to try and get to 4-3?
Yeah, about 5 now.
Whoa.
So, well, they got to get to 4-4.
Right.
This is funny with the 2 dragons with their leaping.
Oh, that's a good... Does toggling the boots make you use up a beat?
Oh,
it's an action.
Yes, it does. Oh, that's annoying. Oh. I'm not too sure about leaping boots with this character. I guess if you're like a 1-beat, like a Banshee with leaping, that seems pretty good. Yeah, we haven't seen any Banshees. Are there no Banshees on this seed? Because Banshees are pretty top tier. They don't take trapdoors like all mini bosses, but they're pretty good. Tuff's using this leaping very well. It does, I mean, the speed thing. Oh no! Careful! Don't want to be ChauntDOR with leaping. That seems to be pretty deadly. Okay, we got another dragon here.
Is Banshee the only 1-beat boss or mini boss?
Minotaurs arguably, but you do have like when you run into things. But Minotaurs are 1-beat. Like you stun for the same amount of time that the boss does normally. All right, a little bit of a secret shop here. Tuff's gonna check it out. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, metronomes as well. All right, Geki working to catch up here. Gonna take this clone. Clones are pretty good. Yeah, they have an 8-3 damage, which is nice. So it's kind of cadence with leaping right now. Kind of fun. All right, a little blue dragon on blue dragon action there. That was funny. Both breathing cold. I haven't actually seen the cold breath used very much, but
that was like a showdown at high noon, just waiting to outdraw the other dragon.
Yeah, and they were like at the same time, but I guess because the player moves first. That's funny. Ooh, and an earth spell. Yeah, so you can pick up the spells. They'll just be there when you're not the dragon anymore. Oh, and there's that harp pickup from Geki. So that's what I'm talking about. Even base harp, very good. Oh, okay, not gonna have harp for now. So yeah, I don't think we mentioned this, but it's worth mentioning for anyone who's not played ChauntDOR, is you do not use your weapons if you're a single beat enemy. So something like this this goblin that Geki is right now does not. You can see the harp is ghosted out. There's not really like a good reason for that. I feel like just kind of balance. It's not like a lore thing. Harpy leaping? I have not seen that, but I did see Blade Master parry leaping, where you leap like, oh my god. Okay, Blade Master leaping might be the best thing ever then. This is crazy. Because you get hit and then you go like 5 squares.
Working as intended.
Yeah, it was great. Oh, this is good. Tough. Oh my god. Blade Masters are very good. Oh, there was, even though Tuff got the grenade charm last time, there is a Torch of Strength, which is really good. Having any damage ups really benefits because you can, benefits your play, because you can kill a lot more enemies and possess them a lot quicker. So if you do get into a swarm, you can get out of it.
Yeah, well, as ChauntDOR, your best defense really is just being somebody else, and so the faster you can get kills or just ensure that you're doing enough damage to one-hit enemies.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, tough. I was really afraid there for a second. I didn't expect the bombland to go off and kill the Blade Master, and then was just leaping around. Alright, Geki is coming into Zone 4 here, but we are right about out of time, actually.
Yeah.
So
Tuff with a new flight plan.
Yeah, Tuff is ahead, but not going to be able to clear probably with only 20 seconds remaining. But so, managed to reflag plan. That's good.
Another thing is, if you are a skeleton, your head can get knocked off, and when your head gets knocked off, you can't do anything until you hit like a stopping point.
Yep. So funny. I mean, you can depossess, but why would you? Because it's so funny to just take the wheel and off you go. All right, GG. So 5-1 flag plant is going to take it for Tuff and give Tuff the victory over Geki in our first round. So congrats to Tuff. Going to move on to the semifinals. Geki is going to be eliminated, unfortunately. But thanks for coming out. Thanks for playing, Geki. GG's. Always great to see you. Hope to see you in the season coming up. You can't depossess? Really? Oh.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you can't. You're in it for the long ride.
Oh my goodness. That's even better. I like that. I feel like everything works the way I want it to in the new DLC, which is great.
Sus. It works the way Elad likes it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a lot of times where I'm like, how does this interaction go? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's exactly how it should go. It feels very thought through, which I like.
True.
All right, we're going to move on to the next race. It's going to be Kylaria Winner Bit. By the way, if you haven't yet filled this out, please do. If you're at all interested in the season, even if you don't plan on racing, you can still give your opinion. We don't mind. It is helpful if you leave your username, though, just so that we know. We know how to weight everyone's opinions. Yeah.
So here's a question then. If you're a skeleton and you lose your head, do you still get the benefits of a helmet? I mean, I guess you're not in control, so it doesn't really matter, but...
Yeah, well, the helmet specifically is half a